Okay, so what do you think of this? This is Final Cut Pro, doing some encoding for a small video, and what I'm noticing is that even though I have a quad-core i7 chip, the i7 kind of having the capability to fool programs into thinking it has 8 cores instead of 4. I mean, this is Final Cut on the iMac, and you can see here that only 1, 2, 3, 4 cores are really being used properly. The other 4 cores kind of that come in with the hyper-threading capability is not really being used very much. So it seems a bit defunct really. So, what's going on there, Apple? I don't know if it's because mine's a 2010 machine, maybe this particular chip's cores don't get used effectively, but I don't think so. It's really down to the way the program's written, and it should be using this hyper-threading capability to the max. If I click on here, you can see definitely the GPU is being used quite a lot. That's for sure, which is good, but why not these kind of hyper-threading cores? What's the point of buying the i7 chip if Apple's own programs like Final Cut Pro aren't using them properly? Does anybody have any ideas of what's going on here? If you've got any suggestions, comments, please put them in the comments down below, because I was thinking of upgrading my computer soon, and this is going to be one of the major decisions, is to, do I go for the i7 chip again or just stick with an i5? Obviously the higher memory in the GPU will be useful, but is the i7 really worth it for me then? Now this is interesting. When I switched over to ScreenFlow and started exporting from ScreenFlow, if you look at the pictures up at the top of the processors, all 8 cores are being used there. So ScreenFlow is using them nice. But then I switched back to Final Cut. Now look again here. Now here the 8 cores are being used. This is after just importing a clip here. So it's just, what's it doing here is rendering. Background render, yeah, so that seems to be using the 8 cores, but yet when it's encoding for export, it isn't, and yet you'd want that same speed and that same power to be used there. Isn't that strange though? It's using the cores. Not very good for us, is it, as the end user? We would want it to use the 8 cores all the time, whenever it wants to use processing power. Why use only 4 when it's exporting a movie? Strange.